Hey everyone, I'm here with Sean Wilkinson, my friend from HostShare. For anyone who doesn't know, tell us a little bit more about the Idaho market, what's great about it.
We live state over in Washington, and Idaho has just become a very popular place for just the landscape's very free. There's very few regulations in this market, and so it's drove a lot of people, especially from like the surrounding states, are flooding here all the time. So it's just become really hot.
Interesting. And it's obviously got a lot of natural beauty and feels quite undiscovered in parts.
It's true.
So when people are coming up here for a short-term rental getaway, what's the drive to come to Idaho? Is it some of that stuff that I've just said?
Well, like this area, northern Idaho, is very much known for lakes. So Lake Coeur d'Alene, Hayden, Ponderay. Sandpoint is it's a destination for skiing, and so they call this like Lake City because of that. And so that's why probably a lot of these people end up coming up here. It's just really beautiful, especially during the summer months.
Sean, tell us a bit more about HostShare and tell us what it is that you like about partnering with Truvi and why you chose to do it when you started HostShare.
HostShare is a platform. It's a marketplace for short-term rental hosts where they exchange last-minute vacant nights with each other. So it allows them to travel for free using each other's last-minute vacant nights. And what we've done with Truvi that has been really nice is we've been able to protect all of our stays. So that allowed us to not worry so much about those stays happening and be able to focus on the business that we're, setting out to do. The other side that has actually become a decent revenue line for us is that we do upcharge for the protection. So so while each night might cost us, $4 or $5 or whatever it is, each stay just has a flat fee of $50, and we're able to make an arbitrage on that. And so that's actually been a reasonable little revenue for us too. So it's been great.
Fantastic.
And it's been very streamlined from what I understand. So
since you started the business, what surprised you around how people use it? So how people want to stay or off their places? Because it's never quite what you imagine it's going to be when you start something like this.
No, that's a good question. So this will go into a little bit more depth probably. It's not a straight answer.
We love depth answers.
It's not a clip, a little clip for a Instagram reel or something. So we started this 3 years ago with an understanding, my brother and I had short-term rentals, and we knew the pain point of vacancy happening. It happens. We saw that globally vacancy was 50% across 10 million short-term rentals, and that was like, okay, there's an opportunity here. How do you take advantage of it? So we created HostShare, which the way it works is you get 21 nights up front when you sign up. It's a year commitment, and you commit to pay. You commit to sharing your property as many nights as your commitment is. So you get 21 nights. Depending on your average nightly rate, you might share 21. You might share 10 if it's a higher value property. You might share 30 if it's a lower value property. And we've learned so much from hosts in this time that we're rolling out some major changes to the platform. It's been great, and we've saved $5 million or so in travel fees, or travel costs for hosts right now. The reality is though, we have this major flow to top funnel for HostShare. We have a lot of people that come to the platform. Our marketing is great. People have I think the idea, it jives with a lot of hosts, right? But the problem is that we ask for a year-long commitment. We ask for a pretty hefty, or not hefty, but it's like a $395 subscription cost, which turn a lot of people away up front. And so it's really shifted us to realize, hey, we need to figure out an easier way for people to get on, less friction. That means integrations with property management softwares. That means, zero cost to get on, but like a path to, what are the best features, on our platform. And so that's really took us down this major road of rebuilding and retooling what we've built and really catering to not just the hosts that want all their nights up front and can go and use those, but the ones that want to be on but not have those commitments in place, because that's a pain point for a lot of people, to get on.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, so that's a very long answer to your question.
Fascinating learnings, isn't it? And I think we've talked about that in the past, haven't we?
Yeah.
Let's talk more about this idea of the short-term, the vacation rental industry being oversaturated and where do you stand? Do you think our best days are in front of us, or are they behind us? Are we going to look at that high point post-COVID and say that was a one-off and there's decline ever since? What's your view?
It's that point that you either you get better or you die, in this market. I think that 20% of the listings get 80% of the bookings. And so the common theme across all operators is that you have to really go deep. Like the guy said in this class, you really have to go deep and figure out these unique things about your property that make it stand out. Really understand how to market back to the guests that you're hosting for, on each stay. But I think for those people that do that, it's probably going to be the best time, because we're going through this season that we're weeding out the wheat from the chaff a bit, and so the people that survive that are going to do really well.